What's going on, people? I want to speak briefly regarding Zaza Ali and her scamming, her alleged scamming. Now, I'm trying to figure out why people are so surprised at the fact that these scammers are being exposed. There should not be a surprise, or people should not be shocked that scammers are being exposed on YouTube. I made a video in the past, and I'm going to put the link on the bottom, about the so-called black conscious community that's jealous of the church. If you notice, all of these so-called black conscious people that made the church their target and priority, talking about the preacher pimping in the pulpit, talking about the amount of money that's being taken up in the churches, talking about the cars that preachers are driving. Just jealousy and envy, and they're repeatedly telling you to come out of these churches. And I made a video talking about how there is so much jealousy towards the black church and the black preacher. You don't find that in any other religion, nor do you find any black people attacking the white church or the white preacher like they do their own. Now, I recall Zaza Ali when I first started listening to her. And she's not a bad-looking young lady, but she's got the spirit of a lesbian. And I recall they had a live feed going on, a live recording, and I had asked her during that live feed if she was a lesbian. And I was attacked, of course, and she laughed it off. It didn't seem like it really offended her. She wasn't rude. She didn't come back rudely. She just kind of like laughed it off, but yet her followers were the ones that started attacking me because I wanted to know, because she had the spirit of a lesbian. And just because a woman is light complexion and she looks okay. I'm not going to say she's beautiful, but she looks okay. Just because she looks good, that does not mean that she is straight. But when it comes to the scam games, it's all a part of that black con game community. Instead of black consciousness, it's the black con games. And it always seemed to be that person that is always trashing the church and telling people to come out of these churches. And I just want to say to these lukewarm Christians that allow the devil to overturn them and turn them away from what little faith or lack of faith that you had. You allow the devil to talk you out of the church, to be really scammed out of your money. They're taking your money and not even giving you a reach around. If some of you know what a reach around is, they're not even giving you, after they finish screwing you, they're giving you nothing. You know how sometimes, like when y'all have, you and your woman make love or have sex, and then afterwards, she comes and gives you a warm cloth and wipe you down. They didn't even do that. They just took your money. They just took it. They talked you out of your money. They talked a good game because, see, black people, see, and I talked about this in a prior video, how black people are easily scammed. It's easy to get over on black people. And it's sad because black people cannot recognize truth. They talk a lot about truth, but they can't recognize truth. So if you get someone that's truthful, that's righteous, that's doing the right thing, they won't support them. In order to be supported by black people, you have to come with a scam. You have to come with some type of scam or a con game or even a title attached to your name. All of these hood criminals are now calling themselves doctor and attorney. Now, I commented on a woman's video just a couple of days ago, and she's an attorney. And I kind of looked her up, and she's got a history of scamming, according to what some of her former clients said, right? And reviews that they left, how she take people's money, but now she is going after the alleged scammers. She's going after Polite. Now, Polite was accused of being a scammer. Sarnetta was accused of being a scammer. Hassan Campbell is accused of being a scammer. Who else is it? There's more out there. I can't think of all of their names. Young Pharaoh was accused of being a scammer. And like I said, if you pay attention, all of these so-called scammers that's being exposed, and there's more to come, all of these so-called scammers that's being exposed are the main ones that's attacking the church, the Bible, and God. So that right there, that spirit should automatically tell you that they are of what we call the devil. They are not righteous because they see people in church, supporting the pastor, and they covet that. They desire that. They want that. They're envious and jealous of that. So now they have to think of, which they're receiving their message from Shaitan himself. So he's speaking to them, and I'm gonna tell you what they're doing. They're hypnotizing you, talking about the cosmos and energy and elements and how to break down the sciences of this, and they sounding so intelligent, but then in another breath you hear them cursing another brother or sister that they claim that they love. See, life and death is in the power of the tongue. They can also rock you to sleep with the power of the tongue. They feed that itching ear, which you want to hear. You want to hear. I can make videos and get real deep. Speak nothing but sciences. And there's one brother, as a matter of fact, there's Nature Boy, right? He's another one. Now, Nature Boy, he'll go read a book or watch some videos on YouTube, and then he will come back and make a video and put a little charismatic to it, if that's what you want to call it. He put excitement to it, like he knows what he's talking about. He's staring up into the sky as he's talking in his hand gestures. And he got his shirt off, and he got them horns, them devil horns on his head. And you got all of these robots sitting in the background watching because they're done. They've already been deceived. He got them. So they're like his slaves. And they're all sitting in the back, just sitting there looking. Not moving, just sitting there looking. Right? And he's giving you the information he just got done from another YouTube video from a white man. And then he'll give it to you, and you'll think he's got all this knowledge and this science, and he's telling you that he's Christ. And black folk are believing it. There are black people that even came at me because of the fact that I spoke about him being like a Jim Jones and warning black people from that. So if you're out there getting scammed by these so-called con game communities or conscious community or unconscious community, you deserve it. I don't have sympathy for you. You deserve to lose all of your money, especially you folks that came out of the church. You allow them to talk you out of your God. You allow them to make you, and they really didn't make you. It was a choice you made yourself because you weren't grounded and rooted in your word. You had one foot in the church and one foot out anyway. So now you coming out talking about I was an ex-evangelist and I was an ex-preacher and I was an ex-pastor and I was an ex-this and I'm an ex-that and I used to be a Christian. Oh yeah, you used to be. And right now you headed straight for hell. But y'all allow these devils to talk you out of the church. And now you're talking about somebody scamming you. See, I don't blame these alleged scammers because they're doing what they do. That's their game. Because if you go in their backgrounds, all of them, even Zaza Ali, all of them got criminal backgrounds. And many of them, their criminal backgrounds was scamming. And they just came in and charmed you. It's easy to scam the black community. Just come in with a title. Doctor. Everybody want to be a doctor. Everybody want to be a teacher. Everybody want to be a leader. And at the same time, they're making money off of you. See, Polite, I don't really blame Polite. I blame the people that allow Polite to scam them. And see, now Polite is traveling the world on your dollar. He's traveling the world. Polite is smooth though, because he went to a construction site in Ohio and made y'all think that the construction site was his. That he was taking some containers, making condominiums out of them. And he was going to put you in on it. And all you had to do was send him some money. And what did y'all fools do? You sent that man some money. And then it turned out on the news that it belonged to somebody else. Polite had nothing to do with it. So now you want to talk about he's scamming. Then you got a fake attorney alleged now coming saying that she's going after Polite to get him. Now, if she was a real attorney, and if she was a successful attorney, do you think she would be spending her time on YouTube making videos, talk about sending me, y'all, whoever was scammed by Polite, send me the information. Spending all that time on YouTube telling you to send her information on Polite if you've been scammed. But yet she's supposed to be an attorney. Right? So, and anyway, I'm not going to get into that. But anyway, I just felt I had to make this video, give my little 2 cents on Zaza Ali. It was to be expected. In just a matter of time, even more of these crooks are going to be revealed. More of these crooks are going to be exposed. Because y'all like to make exposed videos, right? Now the ones that made the exposed videos are being exposed. All these crooks. So y'all deserve it, especially y'all church folks. You folks that came out of the church talking about I used to be a Christian and now I'm with the conscious community because they heeded to my itching ear. They gave me what I want to hear. Right? They had knowledge that's sending you straight to hell and broke. So feedback, tell me what you think. I'm going to also put this on my channel. I'm just thinking out loud. Click on the link on the bottom, and I have some t-shirts that were made. One mainly about masculinity. So, feedback, tell me what you think. Till next time. I'm fearless.